I hope you all got your notice sheets and your Bible studies for 1 Timothy, and of course your sugar hit as well. Monday was a pretty warm day. I hope the Kit Kats didn't melt in the sun. In case you're curious to know what the letterbox drop looks like, and since I've resolved not to do it again, I thought I'd film it for you, sort of like Dash Cam of the Month. Sorry I'm a little breathless in these videos. I was racing the clock to get back to preschool by 2:30. Well, here we are. It's Monday morning, just dropped Joshua off for preschool, about to head off on the letterbox drop. We'll see how we go. Well, here we are in beautiful green Hornsby. This is as far north as we go. Beautiful Winston Hills. This is as far west as we go. We actually do go as far east as Ryde, but unfortunately I couldn't get a car park in Ryde, so here we are in Green Meadowbank. Alright, here we go. We are back at preschool at 2:30. That's very exciting. How do I get my trip meter up? There we go, 121.2 kilometers later, 37 residences later, and a lot of Kit Kats. I'm sure Joshua will be pleased to see me on time, and the funny thing is, you'll probably both say that we did exactly the same thing today. We played with cars. That's it for me. Doesn't Paul come out swinging in 1 Timothy? Here's some strong words to Timothy to have strong words with false teachers, because false teaching is poison to the church. In case you missed the talk, there's still time to catch up. Click on the link below. In case you missed it, last week's midweek message detailed the 3 plans we have. 3 plans which we expect to have to maintain concurrently. That is, Plan A, regather at Rosalie from Sunday the 16th of August. Plan B, fall back to mini church as we do now. And Plan C, fall back to watching YouTube individually or in households, as we did at the beginning in March. And this week's reminded me, what with the continued outbreak in Victoria and the growing outbreaks in New South Wales, this week's reminded me that we really need to put as much effort into Plans B and C as we do into Plan A, because our contingency plans may well be needed at any point. So if you haven't signed up for mini church yet, and if you'd like to join, please click on the link in the email and let me know. Next week, I'll have more to say about Plan A regarding regathering at Rosalie. But for now, I just want to address mini church, and particularly those of you who are hospitable, who would love to host a mini church and have people over, but you just don't feel tech savvy enough to get the sermon on a big screen. Today, I'm going to play tech support because I'm Asian and so I must be good with technology. So, you've worked out how to play YouTube on the computer, but you're not sure how to get it on the big screen. You've got a few options. The easiest way to connect your computer to the TV is to use a cable. So you just need to find a cable that fits your computer on one end and your TV on the other. Most TVs will take an HDMI cable, which stands for Heavenly Digital Monologue Input. Because if everything connects, the Heavenly Digital Monologue goes into your TV through the cable and comes out of your TV as Holy Digital Monologue Output, or HDMO. Some older TVs and many older computers will use a cable like this. This is a VGA cable, and VGA of course stands for Video Gospel Address, because if everything connects, the video gospel goes in through the cable and you hear the address out through the TV. If you're lucky enough to have an older computer, you might actually have HDMI outputs or VGA outputs. But if you don't, or your computer outputs don't match your TV inputs, you might need one of these. These are called dongles. And we call them dongles because as much as they're a hassle, you're a bit stuck without one. And dongle stands for Don't Omit Necessary Gospel Link Ever. Because unfortunately, no dongle, no gospel, or at least not from the TV. But maybe some of you usually watch YouTube on your phone or your iPad, and you're wondering, how do I get the picture from here up onto the TV? Well, some folk might try and sell you fancy equipment like an Apple TV or a Chromecast. But as Chapo likes to say, being Presbyterian, I've got a solution for you that doesn't cost a cent. To get the picture from your phone up onto the TV without any wires or extra equipment, you just need to do this. There you go, perfect. The whole family can now gather round. This Sunday, it's 1 Timothy chapter 1, verses 12 to 20. Do read ahead, do pray, there's no better way to spend the time, and keep an eye out for my email later this week. I'll see some of you tonight for Bible study on Zoom, and some of you tomorrow night.